What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fit Couple Diaries. I'm going to go over today's leg training. So we're going to jump right into it. I always like to start out with a really light warm-up set. This is after stretching, foam rolling, just getting everything loosened up. Start with a really light warm-up set. Just get the blood flowing, get your joints moving. Just really gets you ready to smash some legs. So here's Sam. I like to do both one leg and single leg on the warm-up. It's just varying tensions. This way you can kind of change the angle as well. You can turn your leg out, turn it in, and just really hit all the angles of the quads. So again, real light. I generally stay 21 to 25 reps. And this also, later on it helps you reduce the weight. If you fill the muscle up really good and almost you pre-exhaust, you're not going to have to load up your leg press or your squat bar with 1,000 plates. So I like to pre-exhaust a little bit in the beginning. As you can see, just nice, easy control, squeeze at the top, nothing too crazy, the intensity is not high. Like I said, this is a warm-up set. It's something just to fill the quads with blood and really just get your knees and everything ready for the movements that are coming ahead. Alright, on to the working sets. This we like to go a little bit heavy. I also like to focus on turning the legs in a little bit. A lot of people I see have their toes pointed outward instead of trying to keep them straight up. This really helps use your quads to pull up and just really helps develop that teardrop as well. So this is our last set. This is our third working set. So we also finished with a drop on this one. So I generally drop to about 50 to 60% of your working weight and just rep it out until that muscle's full and you can't do it again. And Sam likes to be an overachiever. Oh, look at my finger. Ooh. Sam likes to be an overachiever. She generally likes to do 2 drop sets. It also takes her a while to get a lactic acid buildup, so she's got that crazy mindset where she's got to go till she can't anymore. So she generally likes to do an extra drop set. Yeah, that was some work. And my turn. I'm a huge believer in slow, controlled reps. Really squeezing at the top, not throwing the weight around. Just making sure you're using the muscle that you're intending to use. You don't want to start throwing your hips and your body into this. You just really want to focus on using those quads to pull up. And again, last set, so we're going to go into a drop set. On my drop sets, I like to do quarter reps, 3/4 reps, half reps. I will generally never do a full rep. It just keeps the tension on the muscle and keeps everything nice and full. After leg extensions, we went into one of my favorite. It's lying dumbbell leg curls. This really hits the hamstrings hard and also gets your calves really, really good too. We don't have a decline bench at our gym, so we had to be innovative. And basically I took 4 plates, stacked them up, and then put a flat bench on top of that to get the nice angle. With this movement, it's not all about speed. It's about just going nice, slow, controlled reps. Getting that good squeeze at the top and then slow and control on the way down, just really keeping that tension. And you get a great stretch in the hammies and calves at the bottom, and then squeeze up, contract, and just really fill the muscle out. So you can see just doing a perfect example of that here. Just really nice, slow, and control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. That's one of the biggest things with this movement. Here you can really see the contraction at the top of the movement. The hamstrings just really, really squeeze right there. It's just squeeze. You get a great contraction, a great pump, but on the way down you also stretch the fascia of that muscle. When your legs are all the way straight and you got your toes pointed to hold that weight, you get such an intense stretch that it allows more blood to flow in there. And that's one of the reasons this is my favorite exercise for hamstrings. It just really gets you a good stretch and a great squeeze. So from there, we went into walking lunges. At this point, our legs are already fried. They're extremely full, It's almost painful to do walking lunges at this point, but I love it. Super lightweight. Just make sure you're keeping that knee above the ankle and taking some pretty decent strides here just to hit the quad a little bit harder. If you go a little bit shorter strides, you can hit your hammies and glutes. I also, if you see I take steps outward, I just have terrible balance. So taking that little outward step just keeps my base a little bit wider for better balance. And here's our finishing move. I actually saw this on a PJ Braun video, and I've always been a huge advocate of keeping your feet together on the leg press to really hit the quads. And finishing with high volume on legs is something that I really enjoy. So what we did here, we did 3 sets of 50 reps. Yes, you heard me, 50 reps, 50. So you're doing 150 total reps on leg press. Now mind you, we're not going heavy. This is our last exercise. Sam's working with 1 plate on each side for our first 2 sets. Our third set, because we're going to do a drop, she went up to 2/4. So went up a little bit in weight. But you're knocking out 50 reps on here. Keeping your feet pretty close together, really hitting those quads, and doing 3/4 reps to keep that tension. Now here's her drop set. She's got one leg that's a lot stronger than the other, so in order to work on that, she's going to hit that left stronger leg, isolate it with a few reps, more than she's going to do with her right leg. Just kind of wears down that left leg, so when we go back to putting those legs both on there and doing it together, they fatigue out about the same time. You don't want one leg to really fatigue out before the other because, you know, that's going to hinder the growth of the stronger leg. So we're just going to burn those out. And with these, we're not going for any exact number. It's basically you go until your lactic acid builds up so much that you literally just have so much blood in there you cannot go anymore. So you see, she likes to brace the wall for a little extra support. And you can see it on her face that, you know, it's really hurting. Yes, they're partial reps. I'm sure I'm going to see it in the comments about bad form, not going all the way down, not going all the way up. That's what this is for. We're going for pure blood volume, that constant tension, and just really filling those legs up to finish out our leg workout. So as soon as we finish with that, you think we're done? Not yet. One last little finishing move. I like to superset just body weight squats. Just really throw, throw some more blood in there. At this point, you know, it's really hard to even do a body weight squat. So I always recommend holding on to something. We've all experienced that after leg day. You're walking, your leg just like to give out on you sometimes. So just using the bar from the side of the leg press, just knock out about 15 to 18 body weight squats and really just fill those legs up, finish it out. Now my turn. Again, not a lot of weight. You know, I could go up to 8 to 10 plates on both sides and do a decent amount of volume with good form. But we're finishing out, and I'm going extremely high volume, 50, 50, 50. So I just rocked out 2 plates on each side. Again, go all the way down, and I only go 3/4 of the way up. Just to really keep that tension on the legs. You lock out, puts a lot of stress on your knees, and it also takes that tension off your legs. So when you're trying to fill that blood volume, that constant tension is just an incredible way to do that. Now it kind of looks like my knees are together. I do this, I actually turn my legs in at my hips. I'm really working on the outer sweep of my quads. So in order to do that, I turn my legs in a little bit. It's a very similar movement to a closer stance on a hack squat. So just keep those legs turned in, keep my feet close, and make sure to push with my heels. Here's my drop. I actually had one of the most painful pumps ever today from this last set of 50. So this drop set was just miserable. I had so much blood in there. My legs were full. I could barely push it. But at the end of the day, it's a great feeling. So we're going to finish out here. Yep, you can see it on my face how much fun I'm having. And then just finish with some really deep body weight squats to finish out. And again, I always just hold on just in case my legs decide that they don't want to push anymore. Finish these out strong, make sure we're going deep, still pushing with our heels. your normal squat form, just filling them up, and then just waddle away. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Put up a couple new videos every week. We got training tutorials, cooking tutorials, all sorts of good stuff coming up, so please subscribe.